All right, what's up, everybody? We're back with another video. Today, I got a very special video. This video is a little more personal for me, simply because, how should I say this? The cologne that I'm going to be talking about today is a childhood essence for me. It's something that I used to wear as a kid, as a teenager. I remember wearing this when I was about 13, 14 years old. I smelled one cologne recently. It was a niche cologne that everybody is talking about. They're raving about this cologne everywhere. And I personally wanted to smell it. So what I did was I ordered a sample from, I think it's samplefragrance.com or sample, actually, let me see. It's the fragrancesampleshop.com, because I do know and I'm aware that some, influencers do get paid a little bit off of at least a little commission or something like that, just so that they could promote certain, colognes, perfumes, stuff like that. And I didn't want to go out and buy the whole bottle because I've done it in the past, and then I don't like the cologne as much. So I bought a sample, which I've learned to do now, and I think it's the best option for everybody to do. Buy a sample. This way you actually can smell it before you buy it. Now, this particular perfume, cologne, whatever you want to call it, is none other than Bond No. 9 Lafayette. Now, when I got this, I was excited. I got this, and I actually got the other Bond No. 9. I think it's called Greenwich Village. Now, me being from New York City, that was like, man, I gotta get this. I have to try this. And if it's a go, then I'm gonna get it. And I still am gonna get it, only because there are certain things that I want to touch base on in this, video that I'll describe later on. So initially, upon receiving this from, this company that provides samples, which they're a credible source, I've checked them all over the internet, I was like, all right, I want to see what it's about. I want to see what everybody's everybody's talking about. They're so excited, about this particular Bond No. 9 Lafayette. Bond No. 9 Lafayette, Bond No. 9. That's all I keep hearing. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go and I'm going to try it for myself. I get it, open it up. I'm excited. I'm like, man, I can't wait to try this out. And, when I tried it initially, I was just like, it was good, but it was so reminiscent of something from my childhood. And it was almost like this nostalgia that I got, that I was just like, wow, man, I remember this, but I didn't own the cologne at this point in my life that I was talking about. Now, the cologne that I'm talking about from my childhood is Diesel Plus Plus Masculine. Now, this cologne, I believe, came out in 1997, which means this has a long ways before Bond No. 9 actually was released, Lafayette at least. So I was like, I spoke to my wife. I was like, babe, smell this, right? And then I went immediately to, one of these like Perfume Mania shops in the mall, and I found it, even though this cologne, Diesel Plus Plus Masculine, is actually discontinued now. So when I got it, I was like, babe, I sprayed it on a tester strip on both, and I smelled this, and she smelled it, and I was like, what do you think? She was like, it's the same cologne. And I was like, no, it's not. And she was like, yes, it is. I was like, no, it's not. This is actually Bond No. 9 Lafayette. This is Diesel Plus Plus Masculine. So I was blown away, because I'm like, man, this cologne is $17. $17. And the other one, Bond No. 9, is $300, $350. You could go to Joma Shop, probably get it for like $245 if you get the 3.4 millimeter bottle. I mean, the fluid ounce bottle. So I was just like, man, what the heck is going on here? Did they take the recipe from Diesel? Did they buy the recipe? Because clearly this is the same exact cologne. This is the same exact cologne. I mean, I stand on that. So I was like, you know what? Let me just try it on skin, which I did. I tried it for a week. there are some noticeable differences upon spraying on skin, as we've all discovered over time. And one thing that I did notice is the Bond number 9 is a lot more concentrated. And I think that has a lot to do with the fact that it's EDP, and the other one, the Diesel plus masculine, it's actually EDT. So I believe the range of time that you get with the plus masculine is about 2 to 4 hours, whereas Bond number 9 is about anywhere from 6-7 hours. And I could say that confidently. But what I did notice is, like I said, initially on skin, 100% it was different. Not necessarily different, but there was slight differences. All right. Now, as it started to wear down, and I wore this to the gym, I wore this outside, you know, just I wanted to see what it was like. I did notice as Bond number 9 started to tone down, it almost smelled identical again. So on the tester strip, it smelled identical from the beginning, but on the actual skin at the beginning, first range, sprayed it, you smell a slight difference, but as it wears down, it almost smells identical. Like there's really no difference. And I'm wondering, man, is it worth it? If you're a person that, you know, really likes the scent of Bond number 9, is it worth it to spend $300 plus on this cologne? Or go for the $17 one, whereas maybe you'll have to respray in a couple more hours. Maybe like you'll get 3-4 hours out of it, and then you have to respray it because the sillage initially is very good, but then as time progresses, let's say when you get to the 2.5 to 3 hour mark, it starts to slowly die down. But regardless, it's, I think, $17 for like a cologne that smells like a $300 cologne. Why not, right? Like I said, I'm going to purchase the Bond number 9 Lafayette only because I feel like I like the scent and it's very just reminiscent of my childhood, and I like the fact that I could get more time with it. But at the end of the day, I wanted to bring, you know, full awareness to this, man. Listen, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they made a deal. I don't know if they sold the recipe. I'm not sure. I don't even want to get messy with that, but I do know for sure this is the exact same cologne. Like there's, I honestly, maybe there's 1 or 2 notes that they added in there, and maybe the concentration, like I said, is a little more, you know, potent only because it's a more highly concentrated oil base. But besides that, same exact cologne. Now I wanted to get into the note breakdown. So on Fragnatica, the notes for Diesel are a lot. They're there. Like you can see everything there. It was released in 1997. It says the nose behind the fragrance is Artureto Landi. Top notes are orange, bergamot, palm leaf, heliotrope. Middle notes are jasmine, coriander. So they get cardamom in here. They have similar notes, a lot of similar notes actually. The Bond number 9, they don't really give all the notes away. All right. You have it was released in 2018. It has flowers, coriander, middle notes are apple, ambroxan, vanilla, tonka bean. But I read the notes somewhere else where it gave more of the notes, and you can see a very, very similar breakdown. I don't know if Fragnatica has all of them. Let me see. So the anise, clove. Yeah, I feel like they have a more complex breakdown of the Diesel plus masculine, but honestly, I don't know. There's some deception going on with this cologne, because to be honest with you, man, I'm just so blown away. Like I have it right here. This is the Bond number 9. That's the Bond number 9 Lafayette. Okay. And this is the Diesel plus masculine. Man, I don't know if y'all ever smelled this. This is so good. And the fact that it's only $17 is just, I mean, it's made in Germany. Not that it means anything, but anything in my experience dealing with Germany, they usually make pretty good quality products. So I want to spray it on a side by side here, just for my own sanity. All right. Yeah, see, as soon as you spray it, instantly you're like hit with that diesel plus masculine kind of vibe going on real quick. As soon as you like spray, you're already. Then once it starts to settle in, you start, and I'm fresh out the shower, so the skin is, it's good and hot, and its pores are open right now. Now we're gonna spray. So we got even coverage on both sides, 2 sprays. I think that's sufficient enough. Now, yeah, dude, it's this, it just, the openings, so similar. I mean, dude, like there's no, I don't even know how to explain it. The openings are so similar, and they shouldn't be that similar for something that's $17 versus something that's $300 plus. I don't want to shit on Bond number 9 because that's not what I'm here to do. But I did want to bring awareness. I did see that other people brought awareness about Bond number 9 having dupes out there, clones, I guess. There's about 1 or 2 that I've seen. I don't really recall the names right now. But if you want to get your hands on something that smells very similar to Bond number 9, this is what you want right here. If you could get it online, get it. I think there's even places that sell it for $13 or $13.99. Diesel plus masculine. I'm not sponsored by Diesel, none of that. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm just here to give you my honest review. And I just wanted to bring awareness to the fact that this is so similar. I mean, literally, this is the same exact cologne in my opinion. And for 17 versus 300, it's a no-brainer in my opinion. You could just really you could see it for yourself. Maybe you can order from the fragrance sample shop and, just to see it for your own self, see if I'm crazy. I don't know. I doubt I'm a little crazy, not too much. But personally, if I had to choose, I'd definitely go with the $17 one. I mean, I love good colognes. I love spending money on colognes. It's probably a problem at this point. But honestly speaking, it's a beautiful scent. And like I said, it makes it more beautiful because it's so reminiscent of my childhood cologne. Probably one of my first colognes. It was, for me, where I'm from New York City. So it was this cologne. It was Curve. What else did we wear? We had Fahrenheit. I was like, when I got a little older, but there was certain, you had the Pool Water. Those were like some of the colognes that I grew up on in New York City, in East Harlem, where I'm from at least. And I just could not leave this out and not speak about it because I was just like, man, people got to know about this. I haven't seen any videos on the internet where people have gotten to discuss these two side by side. I've seen dupes that they talked about, but nobody spoke about this one right here. And I don't know if it's because people don't know about it. I'm not sure. But if you get a chance to buy one of these, buy it. But I also recommend going and buying a sample of Bond number 9. Go there, go to thefragrancesampleshop.com. I ain't got no codes for you because I ain't sponsored by them or anything like that. It's just me being straight up, straightforward, organic. I'm here. And listen, try it out. See if you like it. And if you want to smell like somebody that's wearing a $350 cologne, $17. Like, you can't beat that. How could you? You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't even make any sense. Like, in my opinion, if you don't want to spend that type of money, because you ain't going to be able to wear this shit every day. You could wear this. People would 100% assume you're wearing Bond number 9 if you told them, and they wouldn't know any better because it's just that close. So with that said, I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in, looking at another video. I'm trying my best to try to get the quality better. I mean, I think it's a little better now. I mean, I went over and, figured out certain things. I'm still working on them. I just want y'all to really keep tuning in, like, comment, subscribe, and, you know, follow me on Instagram at Tattooed Fragrance Dude. I'm actually going to put it right here for you guys to see it because, man, I just want to bring straight up raw content and, you know, do my best. I'm getting better with being in front of the camera. I'm not necessarily the best when it comes to being in front of the camera. Outside of that, you know, I got a personality. It's just in front of the camera. I feel like I'm trying to separate the two where I'm not like, going too crazy, you know, but I definitely want y'all to know who I am, what I'm here to do, man. I want to bring something a little different to this scene of fragrance influencers. I don't even consider myself an influencer, maybe a reviewer, if that. But definitely, please continue to follow, continue to check in, and I'm going to be bringing some more heat coming soon. So stay tuned. I'm out.